nonprofit located in Stonington, Maine, and we are dedicated to securing a future for fishing communities in eastern Maine. And that's a complex job, but everything we do is designed to provide the foundational support for community-based stewardship, for having fishermen's knowledge being translated into sensible policy that will make sure that these fishing communities can survive.
If you look at these communities 30 years ago, you'd see a totally different picture than you see today. We had in Stonington an active gillnet fleet, fishermen setting tub trawls, so fishing with hooks as well as dragging, all for ground fish, in addition to lobster, herring, scallops, shrimp, urchins, you name it. There were a number of different fishery opportunities. And right now we're totally dependent on lobster. If something happens to the lobster fishery, all these communities are going to be in tremendous trouble. We run a very real risk of ground fish stocks recovering in eastern Maine without anyone from this region having the rights to be able to catch those fish. So we've purchased 2 ground fish permits, one locally here in Stonington and another one from a fisherman out of Bar Harbor. Now we've got this permit bank, we raise funds, we buy permits, and then Penobscot East Resource Center holds onto those permits and leases out the rights to catch the fish to local fishermen.
Penobscot East's mission is to secure a future for fishing communities in eastern Maine. There's 3 primary ways to go about that. One is to secure the access to fishing, make sure that people who want to go fishing can go fishing, that the resource is abundant enough that you can actually fish it, and then the third, that there's profitability, so you're able to actually make money doing the fishing activities that we're hoping will sustain these communities. What that means is things like making sure that there's a sufficient enough boat price, making sure that there's affordable bait, affordable gear, also fuel costs, making sure that we're reducing the expenses to running a fishing business. One of the things we believe here at Penobscot East, which is very important to achieving those 3 things, is having fishermen become the voice for the fishery, and that includes the resource as well as the economic prospects and sustainability for the fishery.
This mission of ours is so important because there is no way to have excellent fisheries policy that is going to actually protect the fish and allow for a stream of livelihoods to come out over generations if we don't use the knowledge that's available on the ground. The analogy I use is you can't decide when to plow the streets in Stonington, Maine from Washington. There's too much fine-scale ecological activity. I mean, things are so different in different places that you have to use local knowledge. This is important for the fish, and it's important for the people who use them and for the people who want to eat healthy seafood. A fisherman approached me and said, "You guys at Penobscot East, you're what make me feel that there's hope. And if you weren't doing what you're doing, I would just give up on participating." So it's those vignettes that make you